Oh, hi, my name is Rod Souza. I live up here in the Great Northwest, and I'm probably one of the endless amounts of testimonies that are coming in on a daily basis concerning this product, the company, and what's going on here. I'll tell you about my experience and how I came across this whole thing. I'm 61 years old. I count my blessings. I basically have been in pretty good health all my life. Very fortunate. Haven't had any major health issues that I could think of, except for the usual daily environmental attacks we have on us, water, or even foods, and chemtrails. How about that one? So, but anyway, that's a different story. But I think it was about a little over a year ago that I first got introduced to the Gano, Ganoderma lucidum, I believe it's called. And I wasn't too interested in it because I wasn't a coffee drinker to begin with, and I think that's how it first came across to me. And so I was always one to believe that you had to be a product of the product, and if I didn't drink coffee, how could I really turn around and try and sell it if that was going to be the case, A healthy coffee at that time, I think I heard a little bit about that, and I thought, yeah, who's pushing this one now, So this is, skepticism on a lot of things, and this is human nature with all of us, and probably have a good reason to be at that point. But anyway, it wasn't up till about 3 months ago or so. A good friend of mine, bless her heart, hit me up on this again, or hit me up on it, and she was telling me about the incredible results that were coming out from people using these products with all kinds of health issues, and even in some issues of cancers and that. So I started looking at this, and obviously I realized, well, hey, it's just not about coffee here. The coffee delivery system I thought was ingenious to begin with, as far as the marketing process was going here, and that. So the more I started researching or looking into this, the more I realized, hey, well, yeah, this it's probably is working. And I started hearing all these testimonies, and then from her and so forth. So she convinced me on trying the product, so I ended up making an order for the Ganoderma, the capsules and that. As a matter of fact, I got them right here. Here, I can do a commercial for you. The Gano Excel, that I think 90 capsules in a bottle that you can get. And I also, scored the tea too, and I drink tea, and both of them great. They also have hot chocolate, which is really good as well. And that. So I mainly got the Ganoderma for my wife. Let me tell you real quick about her. She's, has a doctor she goes to. Now, I haven't been to a doctor in over 40 years. I'll tell you about that here in a minute. But anyway, she deals with taking some thyroid medications and stuff, and I think that may have somewhat to do with it. But for quite some time, over a year, she was in the habit of going to bed real early in the late afternoon, about 4 or 5 o'clock, and she'd sleep all the way in through the next morning up till 10, 11, sometimes even 12 o'clock, get up and work or do whatever she needed to do. For a few hours she'd be totally exhausted and go back to bed. Well, the doctors couldn't seem to figure anything out what was going on, and we've hashed this back and forth. I was concerned about her health or what's going on. She's had all these different tests for all these different things, but they couldn't find anything. But she was totally exhausted all the time and fatigued for whatever reason. And for a while we thought it was an adrenal gland scenario and stuff. But anyway, got the Gano, and I started giving her this Ganoderma. And it's been a little over a month now, and I can honestly tell you that she now gets up at between 8 and 10 in the morning now. She goes through basically the most of the day doing the things she needs to get done as well and everything, and she usually doesn't go to bed now till 7, 8 o'clock, and most of the time she's up in bed just reading or doing whatever, till even 10 and 11 at times. So hey, it's got my attention. Something's taken place here. So now on my own my own testimony, like I say, like I told you earlier, I haven't been to a doctor in over 40 years, and I had gone to get a physical at this point, simply because of an insurance thing that was coming up, and mandatory stuff. So I went in and got my test back, and everything apparently came out just great, except for my PSA testing. They have a limit, like I think it's 4 point, anything above that puts up a red flag for them. Well, I think I had a 4.6 or something of that nature. So the doctor told me that I probably should go see a urologist, of course, to follow up. He said it's nothing to really be real concerned about right at this moment, but you know, we all know about, we hear the horror stories of prostate cancer, and I guess if you get it soon enough, they can fix it and do all this type of stuff. I don't have a lot of faith in the medical profession on some levels, but anyway, that's my own opinion. On the other hand, though, they told me, I told him that allow me to address the issue myself for a while here, give me about 30 days, and I'll come back and do another test and see where we're at. So he said, yeah, that'll probably be okay. You know, he didn't know what I was doing, I guess. So I didn't tell him or anything like that, but so I ended up getting the Gano, and I started popping for these dudes a day. And anyway, I went back last week, got my blood drawn again, and I got my test today, and of course probably that's why I'm doing this testimony, you know, hallelujah. Obviously it's good news, but anyway, he wrote back, PSA has decreased, can hold off on seeing a urologist and repeat test in 1 year. And right here, I think it was from 4.8 or something of that nature, it went down to 2.6. So, I mean, this is documented proof. I don't know, I can't say it's the Gano, but I can tell you this, that's what I was doing when this, you know, when this is the results I got. I got a brother-in-law that's been in bad health, older than I am. He has nurses that come in to see him. He gets his legs wrapped a lot of the times. He called me up. I gave a bottle of this to my sister, and she turned it on to him because he was in the worst shape, and he started doing this. And he called me a few weeks ago, and he told me that he said, hey, for the first time, and he's actually growing hair back on his legs, and it's even dark. He was excited. His blood pressure has dropped, and even, I guess his nurses were pretty impressed on the improvement that he had made. And that, so hey, Ganoderma, whatever, these are the results that we're seeing every day and are hearing about every day. And it's just amazing, man. You have something that's just miraculously, that just seems to work. So I'd say anybody that's watching this testimony, man, if you're dealing with any kind of health issues, by all means, you can't lose, man. Give it a shot. How much money does the medical profession rob us from, in many cases, opposed to what it would cost just to even do this for a few months just to see? Real quick, the coffee thing was great because we know in most cases many people spend their whole life getting in the physical condition they're in, and when they decide to do an alternative, maybe like an herb or something that would be very effective, they'll take it, and if it doesn't work in 2 days or a day or whatever, it's no good. This is just, you know, I guess the culture that we've grown up in at this point. But when you put it in coffee, especially when people drink coffee, and of course most of the people that I understand are coffee drinkers are basically addicted, so they're not going to miss that. So how could you lose? So it was pretty ingenious in that. So with that being said, I'll make close out here. I guess I'll leave you this one note. I just wish health to all the people I love and wealth to all the people that love me. May God bless, and thank you.